How are we doing today, guys? Thank you once again for joining me on Viper 9 Toy Videos. Today, I have something kind of small, but kind of basic, but I like it. This is the Weird Western Tales Buckaroos number 12A. It's just a generic body that you get. So one blank figure body, blue shirt, black pants from the Chicken Fried Toys. And I really dig the Weird Western Tales stuff that they've been doing. If you haven't, been following me or been watching, I've done a couple of the Weird Western Tales stuff already. And this one in particular is kind of fun. As soon as I get the figure open, I'll kind of show you why it's kind of fun. A little off-camera magic. Boom. Get that open up. So it does have a waist swivel. The arm joints, so these are going to be just a little tough. I should probably heat them up before I mess around with him too much, just because I don't want to break anything. But as you can see, the detail on the figure itself is pretty dang amazing. He has the standard shoulder joints, single elbows, as well as wrist rockers. It does look like both verticals. Pretty decent ball jointed hips. And then double jointed knees, and then just your standard jointed ankles, no like rockers or anything like that. But I'm digging those cowboy boots. Cowboy boots are pretty good looking. Now this is the first shirted torso that I've opened from Chicken Fried Toys. The other style of torso that we have from Chicken Fried Toys is this kind here. If you take a look at it. And it's got kind of the shirt cover, or you take it off and it's got the little like undershirt there. I think I've done a couple videos on that, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But as you can see, there's the two different style of like shirts. Go ahead and get him over there. And the reason why this one is kind of rad is because it is specifically designed to go with the Project 73 set that I showed a while ago. I want to say it's been a couple years since I've done this one. So that torso pops right off there. Then you can get the belt on, the torso back on there, and then get the head popped on. Maybe get the head popped on, and then get this hat on here, and then it looks like, just a really cool Western figure there from the Project 73. Got that double laced belt with the ammo belt there, then his revolver. But one thing, you can also pop this head off here, and then you can put this head, give me just a second, pop that head on, and then put see if I can get him to go. Wow. Nice little painted detail there on the inside. Got his face mask. Yeah, I'm digging that quite a bit. That is awesome. Just because I wasn't sure if I was going to be keeping this Project 73 head on this body, I did pick up some additional product. They've got the Most Wanted 2 heads with a random assortment of heads in there. Then the Using Your Old Noodle head pack, as well as the Haberdasher's Hideout. Or Holdout, sorry, Haberdasher's Holdout. So we're going to go ahead and open up those and take a small look at them as well. Now, One thing that I can tell you that the Chicken Fried Toys does on their Dime Novel Legends Kickstarters is they do a stretch goal where you can actually have your head sculpted in the action figures. So both of these head packs have several different collectors that have had their head sculpts made into the Dime Novel Legends. So I believe this is one of them. I'm not going to name any names just because I know a couple of the collectors, but I'm not going to name any names on that. And then I believe this is one of them as well. And then I think this is one of them as well. And then you have this little like masked bandit. Look right here. Then another masked figure. And this real ghostly looking dude right here. I think we've got his horse in the latest Kickstarter is going to be coming. And then once again, all of these figures, the heads should just be plug and play. Not wanting to pop on there really well. Let's try this on a Marauder body. Ooh, I like that one. I like the looks of that character a lot. I was also looking at that right there, doing kind of a bank robber type guy with the mask on. So I do have a couple different Marauder bodies here. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about the Chicken Fried Toys is they use like the same style of head for Marauder gun runners. So you could go ahead and pop that on. And that just gives a wide variety of like character swapping there. Let's see about getting that bandit head. So yeah, they're not wanting to go on very well. Maybe I'll just stick with the Project 73 head on that torso. Let's take a look at this here real quick. Got that right there. I like that. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at this Using Your Old Noodle set, which is also, you have a lot of heads from the Kickstarter on this as well, of people who have paid to use their likeness on the action figures. And I know a couple of them in this set are the likenesses. Like this one here, for instance, is another collector that has used his, paid to have his likeness used on the action figures, if my camera will focus on him. And then you have just a handful of other characters as well. But I can't really remember who all actually paid to have their head sculpts done. But like I said, I like this, especially with some of the new Marauder stuff that's coming out. You'll be able to do a bunch of random head swaps and have just a wide variety of different heads for your characters. Where is that one? So let's put that head right there on that body. yeah, like I said, you do have a lot of them that just kind of, for some reason, a lot of these heads just aren't wanting to go onto the Buckaroo, though. I wonder what is going on there. They are wanting to pop right onto the Marauder bodies, though. Makes kind of a meaner looking guy right there. Let's take that long-haired head. And then the Haberdasher's Hideout. Holdout. I don't know why I keep saying hideout. Of course it makes sense to be a holdout. Then you can go ahead and fit. So I like that real minor look, but as you can see, it's really cut out in there to fit the different heads. Let's see about getting that. So I don't know what's up with the Buckaroo head on why it is not just wanting to fit. So I got that to go like that. Then I got that. Oh no! I bought this hat specifically to go on this head, and it looks like the hair sculpt on that head won't really allow it to go. That figures. But yeah, you got a wide variety of different hats. So you got a Union soldier there. You got kind of the miner style hat there. They call this one the Hollywood Cowboy. Then you got a top hat or a bowler cap, something. You got kind of a bandito style hat there, I would dare say. And then this one here is a cavalry cap. All pretty good looking. Let's see about this old. So just even on that older. Boom. Fits on the Hollywood Cowboy. Or the Hollywood Cowboy fits on that one pretty well. But yeah, just wanted to get a variety of hats and heads for these here. I'm super excited to add all of these to my Chicken Fried Toys and Marauder lineup. Really looking forward to getting some pictures done with some of these new heads, especially with this new cowboy buck that I got, as long as I can figure out the heads on it. And then we'll go from there. Right there, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that with. Hit that like, smash that follow if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.